Modern Warfare 3 Season 5. And Barry from the top rope. Oh, suck it, loser! Folding chair meet face, face meet folding chair. Jesus, this is so graphic. Honestly, how is a game developed in 2023 harder to find a match than the game in 2017? Like, come on. For the record, other than this video I released in June, I have hardly even touched Modern Warfare 3 since roughly, I don't know, April? Why, you may ask? Because the Call of Duty cycle, but also because I found better things to play. Yet there's something about Season 5 that had me thinking maybe it's time for a comeback, just don't call me LL Cool J. So what is there to find in this season of Modern Warfare 2.5? Well, from the minute you boot up the game, you'll find Activision's top tier product placement begging you to spend money on the Battle Pass. $30 for the game's Black Sale Pass that comes with added content on top of the existing Battle Pass, tier skips, and obviously the Battle Pass itself. Most of it's just reskin content of what's in the existing Battle Pass. For $20, you get the base level Battle Pass that includes 25 tier skips, so it makes getting through the Battle Pass just a bit faster. And for $10, you just get the base level Battle Pass. Should you buy the Battle Pass? That decision's completely up to you. But if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm just saying no. Because seeing as none of my purchases are going to be carrying over to Black Ops 6, with the only carryover existing from Modern Warfare 3 and 2 to any game is the one I haven't played since like, what, February? So I have a hard time paying that much money for content that I either won't use or will use once and never look at again. And any of the content that I will use more than once is free. Let me explain it this way. For my male audience, imagine it's like buying an old Camaro. You're never really going to use it except for that one day a year, but it just sits in your garage as a talking piece. Hi, Dad. For my female audience, it's like that dress that you bought for that night out in the town that you haven't worn in like, what, 3 years? Why spend the money when you're not gonna really use it more than once, you dig?
I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
Getting into the sauce of Season 5, it comes jam-packed with content. Let's first look at the Battle Pass, for instance. At first glance, the Battle Pass looks pretty bland. I mean, just by looking at previous seasons' Battle Passes, this one just doesn't have the pop. Maybe the designer gave up, or maybe Microsoft just laid them off too. Who knows? It's just bland. Which is kind of how I feel about the entire theme of the season. Like, I don't even know if it has an actual theme, it just feels bland. Content-wise, you get various cosmetic items, weapon blueprints, character skins, emblems, hell, new weapons. No fucking way. Isn't that the guy that... Oh my god, it is. I swear to god, if this character is alive and well, then I'm betting we're gonna get a multiverse announcement and content soon. 2 new weapons dropped, the STG-44, but a modern version of it, and the Static HV, which is basically the FSS Hurricane, but smaller. After running tests against my lab rats bots, I found that the Static HV was the superior weapon. The mobility is next level and the damage on it is mixed with the rate of fire that makes it a pocket minigun that shoots Mike Tyson's fist. But that's not to take away from the STG-44, which is also a deadly weapon, but in a game that values speed, G-Fuel, and the STG-44 isn't nearly as good in key areas as the Static, though I bet it's the meta in Warzone right now. Not sure how new this is, but there's also a one-shot Rpk Conversion Kit, which, like, I know is totally broken and can be found in nearly every lobby at the time of recording this, and all you have to do is complete like 5 weekly challenges or something, and then boom, you basically have the AK version of the Barrett 50 cal.
Settling in for a lazy afternoon. I love my job.
How soon will they patch this? Who knows, but it is totally broken. What I do know is that there's a timed game mode called Slam Deathmatch, and it is an absolute blast.
Oh, you're not past yet. Come on your...
It's a game mode themed for some in-game event about the WWE. How that makes sense for a shooter called Modern Warfare, I'm not entirely sure, but again, it is hysterical. Jesus, what the fuck is that? God, I guess the old Walmart mascot has really fallen on hard times, huh? How the game mode works is this. It acts as a game of team deathmatch, with the kicker being that when you kill someone, they end up just getting down. You'll need to finish them off by doing a finishing move, such as beating them with a folding chair. Shrek is love! During the finisher, you are protected unless someone does a dolphin dive and breaks up the cage match tango, leaving you completely exposed, no offense to Reese McGuire, and basically making you a free kill. If it's broken up, you have the ability to revive yourself, or you have a teammate revive you. This also works in a very similar fashion if no one even comes over to you. Once you complete a finisher though, you have some time to get another kill since you basically have God mode. This is a good and bad thing, it kind of really depends on the situation. There are also times where I feel like the execution button just does not work, or breaks because the area is too crowded, either by just not letting you finish someone off, or by the prompt never even appearing at all. The absolute best part of the mode is definitely when you basically have a mosh pit of people. Like in any other game mode where enemy teams bunch up, I will get pretty pissed off. But in this game mode, I'm laughing my ass off the entire time because of how absurd it is and it looks. And while this may be kind of like an out of place mode for a modern shooter, it's extremely fun. And it's also something that I feel like Call of Duty needs more of. Just dumb fun. And it's also why more of these modes just need to exist. On the other hand, what does not need to exist is the game mode Cod Warrior. Look, I'm not annoyed, I'm not mad, I just don't know what this even is. Like, am I high? Is this what the simulation looks like? I just don't get it. What I do understand is that it's 3 teams of 2 players fighting against each other, with each round being something completely different. Like one round you could be doing your best Britney Spears impression to the next being an all-out minigun warfare. Again, it's not awful, it's definitely strange and had me rethink some life choices, but I don't know if this is it. There's also 2 new maps, both 3 lanes, thank God, named Bait and Yard. Gun to my head, I probably can't tell you which one is better, because surprisingly, I've enjoyed them both. Bait is a map designed to resemble a fishing dock in Florida. Of the 2 maps, it's probably the larger map and is great for SMGs and shotguns, while Yard is probably the smaller map that looks like it was ripped straight from Toontown Online. Even though it's smaller, I found that the longer lines of sight really make it better for ARs and the dreaded one-shot RPK. As for new features in Warzone,
Let's roll.
Oh wow, it's Superstore, it's back! Yup, fuck this game.